You guys are just so talented. You know, now, are you friends with RJ?
I've never met him.
Oh, really? Wow, that's going to be great. Who are some of the other modern guys besides Dennis and I that you're digging on? Anybody?
Carlos Sanko.
Carlos. Yes.
Oh, you saw all the like.
Great player.
All the like. I don't know if I can recreate this. Like. That's
Yeah.
everything. That's so
Now,
cool.
RJ's got that guy down. RJ Harmon's just got him down. Well, he studied with Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos is such an incredible integrator of the overblow technique in blues.
Yeah.
Or in American music, right?
Just-
I think is
yeah.
a better way to say it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What other kinds of music are you listening to?
Jazz.
Jazz.
Predominantly.
And what kind of jazz or who?
Stanley, you know the song Sugar? And I've been learning, and I've been figuring
Stanley
out these songs.
Turrentine.
Stanley Turrentine, Horace Silver, I'm digging.
Yeah.
Coltrane.
Yeah.
Eddie Lockshot Davis.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Those are all
Monk.
great guys to listen to for harp players. Well, I mean, you know, especially Eddie Lockjaw and one of the other guys you mentioned. Well, some of the Turrentine stuff, especially with the shit with Jimmy Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Sugar. Like
No, play it for us. Oh yeah.
that type of stuff. Is all
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, you're going on tour this summer,
Yes.
and you're hitting some festivals as part of a group called.
Well, me and this girl Michaela Ray, I forgot to
Right,
talk about her. You
Michaela
met her,
Ray.
right? You met her?
I sure have. I met her with you. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, of course.
And then you met her again, right?
And I've seen her around. Yeah, she's like you. She pops up at gigs and stuff. Yeah.
She's ridiculous.
Okay.
And she's really like, really, we're really like kind of you and like not quite, but like you and like Sean.
Yeah.
We really like play well together and stuff.
Right.
She's awesome. She's like,
And does she want to do this for a living too?
yeah.
So maybe someday you guys will, you know, when you turn 18 or 19. What's in the cards for you after at 18? Have you
Well,
planned it out yet?
I want to go to NYU and study journalism.
Really? Okay.
But I don't think I'm ever gonna use it. I think I just want to do it.
Okay.
Actually, I think I want to write. I want to write for Rolling Stone and stuff.
Yeah, on the side, yeah.
Yeah, cause writing is kind of my thing.
It's a passion for me too. I love it, but it's not one that I pursue enough to be any good at,
Yeah.
like I'd like to be. But I did win Article of the Year last year. Yeah, for
Nice.
Blues Wax magazine.
Nice.
Okay.
I know Colorado Dan Trainer's bands.
Oh, great. Yeah, Dan's got a great band behind him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he likes you a lot.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of yours. He's always talking about you when I'm out there.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz about you right now. A lot of buzz. There's some people now. Now, Chris is a very big advocate of yours.
Yeah.
He got a little aggressive, yeah, actually,
I heard,
recently.
yeah.
I saw on one of the forums
Yeah.
when RJ's name came up.
Yeah, he was like.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, well, the thing is, I think you're both wonderful, and I think you're both different, and I think the real exciting thing is when you two get together and meet, because I think you two are single-handedly the most exciting young players on the planet today, and I don't know what's going on in Japan, but there's probably more of you over there, and
Yeah.
more of you in France and stuff, but in this country,
Thank you.
yeah, the cats I've seen, and I see a lot of cats. Now, the other thing is that when I say young players, I don't mean, you know, for your age bracket. I mean, period. I mean, you guys are the two most exciting new harmonica players, period, that I've heard. You know what I mean? I haven't heard anybody. You know, Chris is not real well known, but he should be, but he's been doing it for God, how many years? You know, I mean, longer than me. And I mean, who else is, you know? Pelican, you know, he's older than I am. He's been doing overblowing since the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, guys like that. I mean, I can't think of any other young guys. You know, Zach Gavaria.
Brandon.
And Brandon. Okay, Brandon. There we go.
He's on like he can play like the blues and stuff, like going off.
Yeah. Aside from the harmonica, outside of blues music, what kind of music do you like? And not jazz. I mean, are you into any alternative music? Are you into any music that your kids your own age are into?
Yeah. I like the Derek Trucks band a lot.
Okay.
I like Queens of the Stone Age, which is really random.
That's great. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm not getting, okay, I'm not gonna say this like this. I don't really listen to blues. Like, when
Yeah.
once in a while,
Yeah.
I'll listen to it, but I don't, to my, like Stevie Wonder and stuff like that,
Mhm.
you know. But not like the corny kind of stuff like funk really, and James Brown.
That's great. I think it's very, very important at your age to, yes, you need to immerse yourself in blues music. It makes up the foundation of an excellent player, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. There are very, very few harmonica players, I can count them on one hand, that I like that didn't have a thorough blues background. Those being McCulloch, Michael Peliquin, Pat Ramsey, Howard, you know, really I can't think of many more. I
Bill
can't.
Barrett, maybe.
Well, yeah, Bill Barrett, but and then I mean that are playing sort of bluesy music. I mean, because now I have an immense appreciation for people like Jimmy Conway, and Alan Holmes, and Brendan Power. But I'm talking about in kind of a rock and roll American music zone. It seems like a lot of the cats that get into overblowing, that get into playing modern harmonica, well, their chops are just like all over the damn map, and there's no power behind what they're doing, and there also seems to be very little relevance of the notes have very little significance. They're overblowing, you know, not even that well. I mean, just. And it's not about the quality of the sound of the overblow or the quality of the sound of the bend. They're just up and down the harmonica for the sake of being chromatic. Popper-esque type of stuff, but I have an immense appreciation for Popper. And some of the things that he does that are... And those little things, I think they're beautiful. Any greatness or that I've achieved has come, if there is any, has come from being quick to see where people are right. And not where they're wrong.
Yeah.
And a large part of the blues community is obsessed with pointing out where people are wrong. And that is a dying paradigm right now. Yeah. And you are evidence of that. And it is now becoming much more open-minded and a larger spectrum, where people are including a larger spectrum of ideas and ideology. Yeah. And Popper is one of those players that really cannot be ignored. Yeah. It absolutely just cannot be ignored, because he has changed the face of the way people look at this instrument. Yes. And I would challenge you at this very moment, having dissed Popper slightly, very, very lightly, to play something Popper-esque. Can you?
No, I can play a hook or something, I forgot.
Yeah, exactly, but it's not easy. And people think it's just a little breathing pattern, but it's really not. And there are people that do play those little breathing patterns and think they're playing like John Popper, but they are not. Yeah. They are not.
I think LD is the only person I've ever heard that can kind of do it.
That can kind of do it. Well, there is another guy from Iowa who is in a band called Vicious Aloysius, and I can't remember his name, who was onto it really, really well too. Huh. It was a heavy metal band. And he was, yes, and he was something else. And I've never gotten the chance to meet him. I've chatted with him a little online. But anyway, I think the band has since broke up, unfortunately. But anyway, someday I'll meet him. Okay, so anyway, we've covered a lot of subjects here. We've covered a lot of ground. I think we're probably well over the 30-minute mark. Yeah, we're at 51 minutes. Oh, and I forgot to turn the camera on. Just kidding. Jay Gaunt, thank you very much. Your website is?
jaygaunt.com, and you can hear me and all that fun stuff on myspace.com/jaygauntharmonica.
And we'll have to do it sometime again, not on camera.
Yeah. Oh, and Harrison harmonicas.
Okay, Brad Harrison and Chris McCulloch's. And you play Chris's too.
And the B Radical.
And when the B Radical comes out, we'll, yeah, you gotta go ahead. He's out. We'll, yeah, you gotta go ahead. Yeah, Jay will be playing that. And I got a harp coming out too with Brad eventually.
Yeah, I haven't heard. He said it's still pretty secretive.
Yeah, he won't let me tell about it. Yeah. All right, Jake.